Hi guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. So today's video, it's gonna be a bit different. As you can see from the title, it's gonna be like me going through some products that I wanna finish up this year. It's gonna be like my project pen kind of thing. I saw this on Makeup by Tammy Clark, and one of my favorite creators, YouTubers ever. And I thought that it was a really good idea because I have some products that are really old. I just pushed to the back of my cabinet and basically forgot I had them, and I pretty much never used them. So I want to go through that, but the goal is at the end of the year these products have to be finished. So I'm just gonna take you through the products that I've picked. I put them all in a little box. So the first one that I have right here, it's a brow product. It's my soap brows that I use for my brows, and as you can see, I've already hit pan on this. However, I've stopped using this because I am now using my ABH brow wax. This is a lot quicker, a lot easier to use, so I've just neglected this a little bit and put it to the side. I think I should probably just finish this one up first and then move on to my brow freeze from ABH, just because I'm so close, it's almost finished. Now for primers, I'm gonna try and go in the order of my makeup application, and for primers I have a few. I don't tend to use primers as much as I used to, just because now I like to really moisturize my skin and then move on to foundation immediately. But that does mean that I have primers in my drawers that I don't ever use anymore. The first one is actually this one from MAC. It's Strobe Cream in the mini version. This is a beautiful primer, glowy primer. I actually use this quite a bit because it's more of a lotion and it really gives me that hydration that I want. And as you can see, it's pretty much done. It still has a few little use in there, so this is gonna actually work out really well because I think I'm gonna finish this up really quick. I also have the Farsali Skin Tone Blur right here. Now this is a very hyped up product, right? A friend of mine gifted me this, which was so nice because I would have never bought this myself because it's really expensive. But this is a perfecting base serum, so it's supposed to blur out your pores and make everything really soft and nice for makeup. And I've used this a few times, but I think my pump is a little bit broken, so it never really picks up any product. So I need to figure out a way to really get it out of the bottle and be able to use it. It would be a shame to just let it dry up and throw it away. But yeah, this one, I do find that it does not work with every single foundation that I have, and that's why I've stopped using it a little bit. But yeah, this one I'm gonna put in there as well and try to finish it up. And then the next bunch are putty primers. This one is the putty primer from Makeup Revolution. Well, I've actually used this a lot more than I thought, as you can see. This one is just a little bit too drying and a little bit too silicone-y for me. But I do remember that it does blur the skin really nicely. I just really don't care about blurring my pores anymore because I'm just trying to embrace my skin and my pores and how it looks. So I've kind of stepped away from that trend makeup technique, however you want to call it. So I'm gonna try this a little bit. If I don't like it, I'm just gonna declutter it. Then I have two putty primers from e.l.f. One is the original Poreless Putty Primer, which I have hit pan, but I've stopped using this a lot as well. But I think I could go through this really fast. I really do like this product. And I have another putty primer from e.l.f., which is the matte one. Looks like this. I have not used this enough to really form an opinion about it. I should try this more and see if I like it, or if not, just like the Revolution one, I'm just gonna declutter it. Now for foundations, pretty much the same. I try to pick out the ones that I kind of forgot I had, never did actually end up using completely to throw them away, but I haven't used in a really long time. And the first one is this one from Estee Lauder. It's the Double Wear Foundation, which was, and I think still is, a pretty popular foundation. I used to love this foundation. It was, I think, maybe one of my first foundations that I got when I got into makeup, and so I did use it a lot, but then I started exploring more and trying out new foundations, which is probably why I forgot I had this. But this is a beautiful foundation. It is very heavy duty. Heavy duty. It's very full coverage, but the color match for me is amazing. It's really, really good, a really close match. And I do like the formula. You just have to know how to work with it. So I'm gonna keep this in this little box and finish it because it's almost completely done. And the other ones are my Maybelline Fit Me foundations that look like this. These are also very popular. I think a lot of people have these. I used to love this foundation so much. I have them in 3 different colors, and I don't do this with any other products just because I don't have the budget for it, but apparently I love this so much. I had a really pale winter shade, like my normal shade, and then a summer shade. This one is almost completely finished, and these are like, I want to say like here through the middle of the bottle. So I would be able to finish these up quite quickly, I think. So a few more complexion products. First up, I have this foundation stick from NYX. And as you can see, it's not my color, and that's because I use this for cream bronzing. It's a really nice formula, and it's warm, and I only have this much left, but I tend to use my Huda Beauty Tantor more, which is why I forget all the time that I can use this up. And the other one is a cream stick blush. This one is from Smashbox. Oh, there's a lot more in there than I thought. There we go. This much left. And this is really pigmented, so you only need a little bit, but I think I will be able to finish this maybe in 6 months. It could be a challenge, but it could work. Okay, so now I have concealers, and I have 2 as well. First up, the Too Faced Born This Way Sculpting Concealer. This has been a favorite of mine, and this has lasted me, I want to say, 2 years, and I'm still not finished, but I am nearly there. I just have to use it up a few more times. This bad boy is going to be empty. This is such a beautiful concealer. I don't want to finish it because then I'm going to have to repurchase it, and it is a bit expensive, but I mean, this lasted me 2 years, so it's a good investment. It's a really, really nice concealer. Then I have this Nabla concealer that I've also used quite a bit. I think it's almost empty, but I've stopped using this because the smell of it just throws me off a little bit. It smells like really heavy duty SPF, like when you go in the sun and you are a child and they will just like shower you in an SPF, and that's what it smells like. And as a kid I didn't like the beach, and then I think that reminds me of going to the beach, and it makes me cringe. It's a really nice formula, so I just need to get over my childhood traumas and just use up this concealer. And for powders, I also have 2. First up, again, a Too Faced product. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder, translucent. And now with this powder, it is a very nice formula, really great packaging as well, because it has like this clip, then you can keep your powder closed and it doesn't move or go anywhere. However, whenever I've used this the last few times, it's very finely milled. It's a good formula. I feel like it makes my under eyes go a bit dark. With some concealers, it makes the concealers oxidize, and then my under eye just ends up looking really dark, and that is something that I don't enjoy. And then I have the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. This was a gift from one of my friends as well. This is a translucent extra coverage, and it's a peachy powder which helps with brightening up that area under your eyes, and it's a very, very smoothing powder. And the reason why I stopped using this is because it's really big and the holes are really big as well, so there goes a lot of product in that little like basket there, and it gets really messy. And because it's such a high fragranced product, when I open it, it's like an explosion of powder and it's a bit overwhelming, but it's a beautiful formula. So maybe I should repot it into something more useful for me. So that's one going in there as well. I need to catch my breath. Oh, I forgot one concealer. Well, it's more of a corrector. It's the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I can never pronounce that word. I have to practice that word. But it's a peachy corrector from Becca, and I used to love this back in the day. I used to use this a lot, and then I just stopped using it. I'm gonna try and finish this up. I've hit a pen. You can see the little like glass under there. I have one bronzer, and it's the Take Home the Bronze by The Balm, and this is a brand that I haven't heard a lot from anymore, and they were really popular back in the day. It looks like this, and I have used this a lot. I can see like a little that it's curved here where I've put my brush a lot, so I think I might be able to hit pen on this if I use it a few times. Then for powder blush, I have this one from Essence. It's the Mosaic blush. I'm gonna have to look that up. It's a pink peach blush, and it has like tiny speckles of shimmer, not too much. I have two highlighters. Now, I wasn't sure I wanted to pick any highlighters because I don't really use highlighters anymore. I used to back in the day when everything was a really big hype and you had to glow to be part of the clique, I guess. But I just find that highlighter doesn't look really well on my skin because I have a lot of texture on my cheeks and like my pore area. So I have to be really precise with how I apply my highlighter and which formulas work for my skin. I've picked two that I just found in the back of my drawer and I haven't used in a really long time, but I did used to really love them back in the day. And first up is the Mary Luminizer, again from The Balm. It's a champagne highlighter. It's really beautiful, and this is one of the few formulas that don't exaggerate the texture on my skin. And the other one that I chose is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighter Powder. It looks like this. It's a peachy highlighter. Again, another formula that does not enhance texture. A bit dark for me right now, but it could work if I see that I'm not using highlighters because just they don't work for my skin. I might give this to my little sister because this is her favorite highlighter. She really loves it. Let's do some setting sprays. I've chosen three that are almost finished. Almost finished. The first one is the Revolution Hyaluronic Hydrating Essence Spray. It's through there, and I love this. This is so nice. You can use this before makeup, after makeup, with your skincare. It's really nice and hydrating, and it smells really well. It's very refreshing. Yeah, I could probably use this up this week. MAC Prep and Prime Fix Me Plus. This is the coconut scent, and this one is from Morphe. It's the mini continuous setting spray, but this is almost finished. I really love this because I love the mist and it sets my makeup really well. I'm probably gonna finish this up, and when this is completely finished, I have the big one that I've already opened, so I will probably move to that one. So for skincare type of thing, I go through my actual skincare pretty fast because I use it every day and I don't just have skincare laying around. Well, maybe a few bits and bobs, but not too much, so I didn't want to include that in this video. But I do have a lot of sheet masks. This is a thing that whenever I would go to the store or online shopping or whatever, I would just buy sheet masks because I would think, oh, it's gonna be so fun. I'll do a sheet mask, a pamper night this week. And then I never end up doing it. And so I've accumulated a bunch of sheet masks. Goal for this year is gonna be to use more sheet masks, have more pamper nights. Should I go through some of them? I really like the Primark ones. So I have a bunch of Primark sheet masks. Primark? I don't know how you pronounce it. I have some Kiko sheet masks and like eye patches. I have a bunch of Korean brand sheet masks, Star Skin. So yeah, just a little bit of everything that I'm gonna try and use. And then for eyeshadow, I wasn't really sure I wanted to do eyeshadow because I like to do different eyeshadow every time, and I like to play with color, and I don't like to use just one palette all the time. But I found some palettes that are really old that should probably not be in my collection because they're that old, that I could give a little bit more attention and probably hit pan soon. And I have them pure on sentimental reasons. Let me just show you. The first one that I have is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. And this I bought when I was first in college, and I went to Paris, and this was very popular then, and I just thought, oh my god, I really need that palette. And it looks like this. Probably a lot of people still have this or don't. I don't know, it's really old. And I used to use that white chocolate shade a lot, so I probably could hit pan really fast there. I used to use this for setting my under eyes, doing like my brow bone, that kind of thing, setting my primer before going in with eyeshadow. And I don't do any of those things anymore. That's really dry. Try and use this, and again, if it doesn't work, probably I won't declutter it. Maybe I'll just keep it for sentimental reason. The other one is pretty much the same. Again, it's right when I started playing with makeup, and my parents gifted me this for Christmas, so that was really special to me. And it's the ABH Modern Renaissance. This is really old. I should probably not be putting this on my eyes, but they smell the same, they work the same. I used to use this a lot. As you can see, I've hit pan on a few of the shadows, a lot actually. If I try and use this a bunch, I could definitely finish this. And the last palette that I have is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, the original one. I did use it a lot in the beginning of my makeup journey. It's still really beautiful. And then lastly, I have some lip products. I chose a few, and first up are these lippies from NYX. These are the NYX Cosmetics Soft Matte Lip Creams. I used to love these back in the days. I used to have more colors. Now I only have these three left. I don't know. I could probably finish these up really quickly because they are quite old, and I have gone through this a lot. I also have this lippy stick from Essence, Butter Stick Matte Love. This is a really nice like everyday formula as well. It's really nice on the lips. I'm almost finished, so I could probably finish that up quickly. And then I have this gloss from Makeup Revolution, Plumping Lip Gloss in Glaze. This used to be like completely clear, like a clear lip gloss, but because I use it so much, it has like all the colors of my other lipsticks in here. But I love this even when I'm not wearing any makeup. Okay guys, that is it. That is my little box of Project Pan products. Let me know if you would like to see a video on a makeup tutorial only using these products here on YouTube. I'll be more than happy to do that. I think that could be really fun and also a way for me to keep up. Let me know if you are doing any Project Pans this year. Thank you for watching if you made it this far. I really appreciate it. This was kind of fun. I will see you all next time. Stay safe and stay healthy, and like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you all next time.